Giving honor to the Spirit of Christ, which is the head of my life. And God bless hearts, the heart that's open to be pierced. I want to talk about that. Y'all, it's very perplexing not to tell y'all how God is amazing in my life. I wish I could just testify over and over and over again just how much I know I don't belong in church. I know it now. It took me a couple of times to go back, but now I realize that I'm honoring God by staying out of the church. I have no problem going to church and assembling with the others, but I won't be connected to them. Yeah, God said if I'm empty, I can go to a church, the one that fills me up. Yeah, I've been in a couple of churches, and I really only know two that's still holding me up in prayer. Thoughts. Y'all fail to realize I had a lot of shepherds in my life. A lot of shepherds. But some of them shepherds got a perception of me that ain't true. So if I really want to say what church would I go back to, it would probably be Baptist. Because there's some Baptist women out there ain't playing. They sing every hymn. They don't care if they be in note. They just sing to the glory of God. Yeah, it's so amazing to still see deacons praying, black men on their knees, praying collectively. Y'all got to stop it. We got to stop. Stop it. Some stuff, let it be hidden. Only you and God know. Stop trying to testify to the world. Some of us won't get it. I know if I testify, y'all won't get it. But that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to tell you my story. I'm here to tell you that no matter what's going on in your story, keep pushing. Some people ain't got the guy yet, okay? I'm going to support them too. Y'all, come on. Y'all see this for his words? Y'all see, pedophilia here too, so, Yeah, Catholic people getting it, yeah, but not every Catholic priest was a pedophile. Y'all want me to say that again? Not every priest, pope, and all the men who have turned down coochie, send me to hell for saying coochie, but turned down sexual desire and really were true to the cloth. Y'all gotta stop thinking all religion is bad. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Me and my husband was sitting down watching slap challenges. Like physical people slapping one another. And at first I was excited because I wanted to watch the TikTok versions of it. Never wanted to see the whole thing. But I did sit down and see the whole thing. So when I had to explain it to my husband, and I told him what it was and why they do what they do, he said, let me see the women. I said, oh, no, We as women, we don't slap one another unless it's a necessary thing. I'm not finna watch this. So he was like, come on, man, let's watch them. I watched them. The girl neck, she ain't got no neck. She had no neck. No neck. It was all muscle. So she knew. See, I don't know how to do that. That hurt my shoulder. I can't. Who won't slap me like that? Come on. Come on. These women from Russia. Shout out to the Russian women. I don't care what nobody say. Russia got the biggest dogs. They got the best people far as when it comes time to get right with you. I'm telling you, they get right with you. They don't care. I don't care what nobody say. Me and my husband was watching it, and we was watching this man called Demon. All the whole time I was saying, Demon going to hell. I can't believe he would stand up and get that name, knowing he a essay. Okay, I'm gonna get racist, and forgive me for saying it, but I'm gonna say it how I thought. I said, oh my God, it's Jorge. Jorge has been running the block for years. Yep, he been running the block. He joined the gang, went to jail. Jorge ain't gonna let that white boy take him out. Then I had to look at the white boy. I said, oh, he got red hair. He Irish. Uh-huh. Them Irish be tough. Yeah. Them Irish, if you Irish, living in the United States, you gotta be tough. Yeah, because y'all the girls come out with red hair, really curly. Y'all kind of look like us, but just with orange hair. You got freckles, which means that you got some spots of a melanin issue in you, and the melanin coming out of your little spots, and we love it. Yeah, I started judging two men. I didn't know them, but I started immediately articulating what I thought their life is. I said the two Russian women, they've been fighting for years. They done beat up everybody in the school. Now they want to come here and slap it out because you had beef with her in high school. Well, come to find out, they be friends. All of them hang together. Let them birds stay together, y'all. Some of these birds need to stay together. Y'all talking some birds of a feather flock together. Some of these people need to stay a flock by themselves. Christians, you say we are the church. We are the temple. There's no need to assemble unless it's an emergency, right? I was assembling God watching a slap contest because I wanted God to show up somewhere in here. And he did not show up. I did not see. I tell people I can see God in everything. That slap thing, all I saw was demonic spirits going back and forth, trying to dominate like animals. Like you a lion and you killed the strongest lion so you could be called the strongest lion. Boy, back go. Y'all people out here want to be lions instead of lioness. And I mean that about it. I identify as woman, human, cis, whatever y'all called it. I don't care. Pronouns is she, he, we. All of them apply to me. Okay, y'all get out your feelings. She, myself, have sent some people straight to hell due to my thought process, which was so wrong. But then I had to wonder, why did God put this on here? And then I started thinking, say, you dummy, that's not God, that's the algorithms. Yeah, some of this stuff, like your daily prayer that come on online, and some of this stuff is just generated by AI. Oh, yeah. Every time you get the same prayer and the passwords and joy in your heart and all the affirmation apps they got out there to help us as humans apply whatever we got going through in a positive manner. But again, y'all got to stop, because some people talk to the priest openly, confess their sins, and we used to laugh because they say 12 Hail Marys, do some penitence, pay this, pay that, go throw up 3 candles, all that. And we used to say that was witchcraft. Because y'all said saying Hail Mary 25 times. Oh, y'all didn't know Hail Mary is a prayer. Yeah. I know y'all think it's a rap song, but it's a prayer. Hail Mary, full of grace. Guys with me. You know, it's a long one. I don't remember because, like I told my husband is he grew up Catholic. He grew up Catholic. So every Catholic question I have, I ask him. But every time he try to throw Catholics under the bus, I have to remind him we have a very good Catholic connection here in Chicago. Yeah. but y'all don't get it twisted. It's some bad people in everything. Because the Irish gentleman broke his wrist applying harm to a brown guy. Now, the brown guy, who I call Jorge, I'm going to talk about it because I'm telling y'all, some stuff I say racist and I don't really mean it to be racist, but that's what y'all been calling these people behind closed doors, and I'm just bringing it to light that I done heard it so many times that I'm sick of it, and I'm starting to realize how demonic the words out my mouth can be. So I sat there and we watched it, and the brown person, he started getting penalties, which means the Irish guy could slap him twice in a row. Every time it was a penalty, he lost his opportunity to slap. I began to say, oh my God, what's the name of the Irish boy? It was something demonic, I'm sorry. I don't know the man's name. I just watched it once. So, he continued to play. And when the dude ran out all of his penalties, he could have slapped the man like continuously and still lost. The little brown boy, he could have lost. Regardless of what went on after them few slaps, he broke his wrist. The brown guy kept getting penalties. So the Irish gentleman took his hand and bowed out. He said, no, I'm not hitting him anymore. My wrist is broke. I don't want to continue all these slaps of this human. I'll just take this win. Since I'm already winning, there's no need to slap him numerous times. The brown guy bowed to his knees and both of them shook hands. You got to understand, that's when I saw God. I said, no matter what people do to each other, slap you, hit you, knock you down, tear you up, don't think about you. Remember, just remember, that's only a season in a meal. And I mean seasoning. Yeah, that's just a little Larry powder. It ain't gonna hurt you. Just a little Larry powder. Oh yeah, just a little bit of Morton. Just a little bit of Morton. Because y'all want to put all these people in hell. I told my husband, and I made a very racist joke about him being in the Catholic churches and has never been molested. He thought it was vulgar for me to say it and checked me real quick. And I had to apologize because he does defend his Catholic beliefs. But then again, I asked him a question. How many Hail Marys do I need to say? And God is good and light candles. And how much money I got to pay for penance so this sin can go away? He looked at me and said, oh my God, what are you talking about? Yeah, he wasn't a devoted Catholic. He wasn't radical. He just showed up every hour just to say he went to Mass every day. Yeah. Oh, two can't join unless they agree. Nah, I beg to differ. Two can disagree, but disagree lovingly, not tearing one another down, not calling another stupid or dumb. And I tend to put a lot of things in my lap and portray them as if it has happened to me. Like, for instance, in my mind, I have treated someone somewhere in the universe that I think I was justified, but the better me saying, forgive me, wherever they are, forgive me for my attitude, forgive me for my harsh words, forgive me for standing on a principle I thought was okay. Please forgive me. Because you can pull some of my YouTubes up right now. You can go back a year and you can see God transforming my life each time, each time, each time. And I would be consistent telling y'all about church and God and what I'm going through and this and that. I just keep telling y'all I'm going through a tough time in my life. But let me tell y'all what God can do. I was sitting here and my husband said he wanted fried chicken. So Yolanda gets up. I just try to get up by 8 o'clock. Try to get up by 8 o'clock. Because my husband sleeps to 10. He don't really get up to 10 o'clock. And I keep saying that. So yesterday we went to the doctor and he had his treatment. He's on Keytruda, thank God. But yesterday was a no number day. We didn't care about any numbers anywhere in his treatment. We just did not care. We sat there and communicated with cancer patients, survivors, nurses. We made everyone laugh. If I don't do nothing but have a spirit of making anyone smile, let that be my mission. So if I say a dirty joke and I send you to hell, send me too. Because I'm quite sure I got some dirty little jokes in my mind or some words that I say that people will be like, oh, she is so racist. Oh, no, because you don't think black people can be racist. Oh, okay. Well, brown people can be racist to one another based on class. Yeah. Social status, yes. Colorism is another one. I keep talking about this inclusion stuff because I want y'all to understand. I want to have an inclusion at 95% of the table. 5% of everything that's going on in this world, I don't have a fight in. But 95% of the things that's going on in my life, I truly pray about it. And God works that miracle. Again, I could testify over and over again, but it doesn't win no souls. But what I can tell you is I'm still struggling every day. Every day. Me and my husband, we laugh about what we fight about now. We fight about him eating too many potato chips last night. But again, it wasn't no fight. I simply said, you're behind sitting up there eating up all them potato chips and you ain't getting no water. You need to get some water. You right, babe. I'm so sick of him telling me, you right, babe. You right. The man, I'm telling y'all, you talk about submission. Y'all, there are some submissive men out here. And no, it's not negative. It's not. It's not negative. Because I know I have a dominating spirit. I know I can dominate pretty much anything that I set my mind to. Even fried chicken, I dominate it. I'm telling y'all, I'm a beast. Even when it comes to leftovers, I'm a child. I get in my chop moments. And all you need to do is give me some ingredients and I'm going to figure it out and make it happen. But I'm telling y'all, I don't care what the world thinks of me. I care about the people I love, truly, unconditionally, and unapologetic. No matter how rough I get with them, they understand that this time, that's my love language, service. Yeah, my love language is acts of service. But it goes beyond acts of service. It goes around like God, don't tell nobody. I blessed you, just keep moving. It was my blessing to bless you. We don't ever have to talk about it. And I never do. I don't care how people scold me, talk about me in a negative manner. The one thing you can't do is put me in a corner to anyone and not tell my truth. When it comes to me, I'm going to tell me. I don't care what y'all think about it. If I do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't. If you ain't part of my world, you don't know what I do. And I ain't trying to put it on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok telling you what I want to do. But all I know is I'm happy. God shows up in the worst, wonderfulest way. Again, Yesterday, I was not caring about hospital numbers, but I was caring about grocery numbers. Yeah, child. Me and my husband was laughing how we went to the Walgreens. I'm sorry. We went to that Walmart, right there in Indiana and Hammond, because we like that one. Because they have a very prominent Latin influence. And I'm finding out that me and my husband, we grew up in Miami. And Miami is a Cuban culture. So when I cook something, I have to go international shopping to get this man what he wants. But y'all don't get it twisted. We be at the pantry. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all don't want to go get food. Not only was I a giver of the pantry, I was a receiver of the pantry. I'm going to tell my truth. And I receive abundance. Sometimes just because of favor. But then again, nobody would take me home with all my blessings. Yeah, I was strong enough to catch the bus with all the blessings that I had. Yep. But I was never a hoarder. I only took what was told to us to take. If Mother Tillman said 2 meats, I took my 2 meats. The next day, I did not get 2 meats. I didn't get anything. I just maybe brought home some vegetables or something that was hard to get away and stuff like that. But that's what I mean. I don't abuse anything or anyone. And in my head, if I feel that I've abused you, even if it's what your thoughts is, I apologize. But some people got to be accountable for I love you, I appreciate you, but my child has a different story about you and she don't want to be around you, and I don't know. Oh, I do know why. She finally told me, and I agree with her. You put your hands on my child, and I ain't hit my child. I never whooped my kids. That might have been my downfall, but I was one of those gentle parenting people. But let me tell y'all, God was in the midst of it all. And I don't care what y'all say. My son can tell you, the God in me don't allow people to say anything about me. They don't speak on my health. Because everything that they want me to do, child, I'm blocking it out in the name of Jesus. If it is, let it be so, and I don't need to know about it. That's between you and God. I don't want to know your secrets. Yeah. I can't be no pastor when I'm telling everybody's secret. I can't do that. I'm not going to tell my family's secrets. Are there family secrets? Yes. Some I talk about, some of them you'll never know. Never know. You'll never know the family details. I still believe in what goes in my house stays in my house. I'm keeping my happiness in my house. I'm keeping my love in this house. And if I extend beyond that and make someone smile, that is my act of service. This world needs comedians. We need some Richard Pryors now. We need some Dave Chappelle's. In the Christian community too. Because some of them are radical pastors. Radical. Some people are radical pastors. And I bless God for the radical pastors in my life. But some of y'all need some re-education. Some more knowledge. Some more understanding. You can't keep feeding us what fed you. Y'all can't keep doing that. What you got going on in your life, I don't have to know. You can preach about sending us to hell for blasphemy and sexual promiscuities and laying with your brother and your sister laying with your sister and incest. But then again, y'all said the Bible also talked about getting married early. Yeah. Y'all talk about the Mormons. Y'all better stop it. Because if y'all know the truth, the man that's preaching in your pulpit done been divorced twice, and he looking for his 3rd wife. He on the prowl. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When my husband had go cold, ain't nobody that I'm connected with at this parent time can come in my face and say absolutely nothing to me other than, oh my God, your husband is gone. What are you going to do? That was truly a man I saw you serve. He just lay in the bed. He do what he want to. You don't really fuss at him no more. This, that, and the third. But again, y'all act so retarded together. I be like, we do because we have fun together. But again, someone asked me, what is the secret of being married so long? And I told them, I said, the same way you found her is the same way you keep her. And as long as you keep her the way that you found her, she gonna always be on point. He said, that's deep. I said, I'm gonna say it like this, let me help you. Just because you meet her in the club, don't necessarily mean she a bad girl. She might be just in the club one time with her friends. She got a little drunk, but don't take that to heart. That might be the first time that girl had some drinks. When I met my husband in the club, I was toe up drunk. To the point that when we went to breakfast, yes, my nigga took me to breakfast the same day he met me, so we went on a date. I was so drunk, I had my head down, told the people to put my portion of the carafe of orange juice in the bag, in a plastic cup, and I went to sleep on them. I don't get drunk and be all out there. I get drunk, I want to go to bed. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just telling y'all me. I'm not going to let nobody tell y'all me. I'm going to tell y'all me. But I got a strong possibility that I have an autoimmune disease that prevents me from knowing what a pain threshold is. Because I'm in pain every day, physical pain right now, mental pain as well. And I'm finding God through my pain. When it's over, I'll be more than happy to tell y'all how I kept my faith and how I came strong against cancer. But I can also tell y'all, don't play with me when it comes to HIV. You send us to hell, you can't send me. You can send whoever you want to. And all y'all women who living with men underneath one roof with his name on the lease and yours on the lease, but you ain't having sex, but you calling him your fiance, girl, you shacking up. Get out of there. Stop shacking up. Learn to trust God. Because every time you get a job, you're leaving off of it because something didn't work out in your favor. A lot of people got a lot of resumes. My resume is long, kind of, sort of, but no. I was offered to go into an international business conference online for $299. Then I had one of my Facebook ex-group that I used to be in for makeup. She rolling up a blunt talking about how she can spend you can spend $200 and she'll give you some advice. So she said, I want to know what everybody is having a problem with. I said, grant writing and funding. She said, oh, I don't know about all that. I get it out the mud. So getting it from the bank ain't getting it out the mud. Oh. You ain't a real legitimate business because you pop stuff up, pop it down, say you doing this, say you doing that, and then now you got a perspective like you got to pay me for my information. No, baby, I don't have to pay you for anything. Whatever creative mistakes that I make in my business, I'm going to learn from it. But if I need some help, I know a lot of business been in business for 40, 50 years. And I can talk to them and ask them how they're running things. I'm smart enough to take knowledge, not from education, but I got that too, but networking. Just communicating with people, talking about certain things. I think it's time for him to get up because I heard a beep, and that's normally when he wake up. But like I said, You gotta be okay with your situation. Don't let people tell you what you are and what you aren't. Nobody knows the real you, even when they live in your house. You always have an X factor in your life. Just keep trying to solve for X. That's all I can tell you. Whatever your X is, keep striving for it. Don't give up. Don't just hold on. I promise you, this is just but some seasoning to your life. Just a little sprinkle of seasoning on your life. Yeah, it might be too salty, okay. Might be too sweet and you just can't stop. But that salty stuff, some of y'all keep running with it. Stop being salty. Talking about you are the salt of the earth. Girl, bye, stop. You're salty. You're unedible. Nobody wants to take any information you got going on and digest it. We would rather spit it out and say, I don't like that. That don't taste right. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to spit it out in front of them and let them know, I don't believe that. But I'm telling y'all, I'm a radical praiser. The gospel that I listen to is 100%, y'all gonna scream it, damnation, the people who sing it. I'm telling y'all, I woke up this morning and I was listening to Tasha Cobbs say, there's a miracle in this room, and it's got my name on it. There's some healing in this room that got my name on it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a praise on it. Sure is. I'm gonna put a praise on it. Y'all got it. Just because I ain't in y'all church don't mean I don't listen to y'all music. Okay. Is the church folk mad that Nicki Minaj did a gospel? Speaking of Tasha Cobb, y'all didn't hear the lyrics? She said the Lord said he's mine. She's mine. Every time y'all tried to tear her down, she double up. Because the blessings of the Lord make it rich. And it don't add no sorrow. But bro, Nicki Minaj's life, I don't want to live it. I'm blessed not to live it, y'all. I'm blessed not to even want to live it. I don't care. I don't need to be famous. I'm happy. I'd rather take happiness over fame. I love y'all. Stay blessed. And I will talk to y'all whenever.